up, everybody? Welcome back to the best podcast. If you're just joining us for the first time ever, thank you so much. When I started out this podcast, I decided I was going to go on a quest to find the best of everything. The only problem with that is every time somebody tells you that a podcast is the best or anything is the best, there's no scientific way to prove it. It's just their opinion. But I thought that I would interview some of my favorite people and see if maybe we can get to the bottom of some of these things. Today I am joined by a very funny comedian. I've known him for probably about 5 years here in St. Louis. You'll catch him touring pretty much all over the country now, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm tagging along with some great comics.
Yeah. Give it up for JB, everybody. JB Buchanan.
Yeah. It's great. It's great.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming on.
Nah, man, it's good, bro. Appreciate it. You say, I'll tell you, this is the best. This is the best podcast room I have ever been in my life. This is made me have to fix my posture.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say is they're like, oh, I didn't understand the cameras were like that. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I got to fix my posture. Really what made me do it is watching James Boucher on here.
Yeah.
Like he was about to die as he was sinking in. It just felt like his whole body was just sinking into the back of the couch. And then when you find out it's a wicker couch and he was sinking, I am very disappointed at his body. I am very disappointed.
Shout out, James.
That's my
sorry,
dog,
buddy.
That's my dog.
No, all right, to James's credit, the only way, for a while, I didn't know what I was doing while I was figuring this out. Mm-hmm. So I would just ask people, like, hey, will you come do a podcast? Will you come do a podcast? And I was having a hard time finding people to do it. So eventually I would just be like, hey, if I buy a case of beer, will you come talk to me for an hour? And they were like, yeah. So James, unfortunately, like I kind of tricked him a little bit because I brought him in here, and then as the podcast went on, he just got drunker and drunker and drunker. And he ended up at the end, he was like, no, I think Disney makes it better. Like that. I was like,
that's my dude, man.
Yeah.
We have a good old-fashioned collegiate rivalry friendship. You know, he's a Ohio State fan.
Oh, yeah, and you're a big Michigan guy,
I'm a big
right?
Michigan guy, so it was good, man. I kicked it with James this year. This is the first year we watched the game together. So it was dope. He came over to the house. We watched it, and it was great to see him drunk and sad. It was all right, man.
I feel like drunk and sad is a big portion of James' life.
You might be right. We didn't change anything that day, though, did we? It was the same. It was the same.
So the whole idea, you just heard me do the intro, basically. But I'm just going to ask you a couple questions. Give me your opinion on what you think the best is. Maybe we agree. Maybe we have a little debate. You know, we'll just something to keep it fun. There's not really any points, or whoever wins just gets the satisfaction of knowing.
Good old-fashioned banter.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just throwing you some questions. I'm going to tee them up for you, and you just...
We go from there.
Take a swing, you
know?
We
go from there. All right.
All right, let's start off. What's the best conspiracy theory?
Oh, well, I just found out about some good shit lately. Man, I grew up, in my early 20s, I was really into conspiracies. Mm-hmm. So, like, all the Illuminati and all that shit, I was really into that shit. And then I realized that I wanted to live my life and have kids and shit. Because I was on the path of not even having children. Mm-hmm. I was down deep. But I really just found out about QAnon.
Oh, you just found out about it.
I'd always heard about it, but I didn't understand the origin of that shit. It's weird, man. I got a cousin, man, who's now going down the hole I was like 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't understand that the rabbit hole is designed for two ways. It's designed to keep your interest and bring you in. Mm-hmm. And it's also designed to keep you down there. Yeah. So you can't get out. Oh, man, he trapped. He's there.
It's a slippery slope.
It really is. It really is. So he's deep into that, man. Like, I was really concerned first off with him because he was sending me like pro-Trump shit. And like, hey man, and like he's like, hey man, I'm be real. He's your stereotypical white people afraid of black dude. Menacing face, big muscles, dark skin. Like he's that. And you sending me Trump shit? I'm like, hey bro, what's going on? Have you lost your position in the world? But The QAnon shit, I personally think it's top tier conspiracy. It's top tier because, like, finding out, it's amazing that they only believe one set of people in the house would be eating babies.
Yeah.
Like, why is it only the Democrats? You know what I'm saying? They're all
eating.
They're all eating babies, man.
It's a buffet.
It's an old country buffet of babies.
I was thinking it was like the Drury Continental Breakfast, like underneath the House of like the Senate, you know?
Yep.
They just meet there every day, just scooping out a little
Pizzagate and babies. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all there. I really appreciate it, but I didn't know the origins of it till recently. Dog, this last week has been really conspiracy. It's funny you asked me this because it's been really conspiracy related this week.
Well, it's a fun time to be into conspiracy theories because there's
really
a new one every day.
It really is. Like, my cousin sent me a video about he sent me a video about the sun is going to explode. Have you heard that one?
No.
Sun's going to explode, man. He has like really good cameras like you do, and excuse me, I'm sorry, but at night he likes to take pictures. Well, during the day he takes pictures of the sun, and the sun has black spots in it. With his camera, he's showing, it is really black spots on the camera that he's showing. Mm-hmm. And he sent me a video telling me I need to stock up on batteries and toilet paper and things of that nature because the sun is going to explode. The good thing about conspiracy is they never give you an exact date.
Oh, no, you can't.
It's never an exact date. So I'm hoping he can give me the date so I can say, hey, dog, you know this didn't happen. No, it's a window.
It's always a big window. It's always in the next, 6 to 15 years. Yeah. Like, all right, so we might have a decade and a half left.
And so he was telling me like that basically towards the end of this year or the beginning of next year, there's going to be a solar flare. That is going an extinction level event, ELE. Shout out Busta Rhymes, his second album. Extinction level event that's going to happen, and it's going to put us into like some Walking Dead shit. Not zombies, but just everyone living in the woods like this. You know what I'm saying? We're all going to be like that. He gave me that, and so I watched that and looked at it and shit, and then I got into the Q shit because his video made me say, man, what is this real QAnon shit? So I didn't know that it's really started because an anonymous dude named Q. Anonymous dude named Q was sending messages on 4chan, apparently. That's where it starts from. And he was sending these like messages about, oh man, the world and baby eating and Trump is here to save us and things of this nature. And I didn't know that was where it was going. Like, I'm old school. Like I told you, I'm old school conspiracy. Illuminati, 1% dominate, devil worshiping, old school. Devil worshiping now has expanded. It's new now. It's 2023 devil worship.
That scares me, though.
It does. You know what really scares me, though? Because the video I watched, it said, dog, they're saying that, 7% of the population really believes that. See, when I was in my good old fashioned conspiracy, it was just a few of us, just a few and the proud and the brave. Shout out the military, it was just that. But now, dog, that's like 22 million people in America that really believe it's baby eating going out here. And that's scary because some of these people are really smart people. You know what I'm saying? And my cousin is a really smart dude and shit. And to know that it's a bunch of people like that that's out here, man, that fucking frightens me.
Well, the thing that gets me is that it's everybody. It's not like just a specific group of people. Like everyone has that like person they know that you're like, I thought you were a pretty smart person, but you are deep in this hole.
Hey,
right
man,
now.
they deep, and I love him to death. I don't belittle him in his face. I listen and I pay attention because I was that guy. The funny shit is I was him. Like there was a time, I'm telling you, if you would have met me like early 2000s, like 2003, 4, 5, on up to like about 2010 is where I kind of just started saying, hey dog, we gotta leave this shit alone.
Yeah.
This ain't it. But like early 2000s, boy, I would have sent you some videos. I'm a big Bill Cooper guy to this day. You know who William Cooper is? William Cooper is like the Godfather conspiracy.
Okay.
It's a good book. Honestly, I just still read the shit. People out there probably know what I'm talking about. Behold a Pale Horse. It's a book that was made in about 84 and by this guy named William Cooper, ex-military guy, high-ranking military guy, said to have worked in, if I'm correct, I don't want to fuck it up, said to have worked in like Area 51, all that shit. He was explaining to us that NASA really controls the world. NASA, man. Spaceships and shit.
Yeah.
Like, just saying that NASA controls the world. But Bill Cooper was like, that book is damn near like how they, what's that damn book they got, the terrorist cookbook or the anarchist cookbook?
Anarchist cookbook, yeah.
His book is similar to that, meaning this is like what you read when you're entering this level of conspiracy and shit.
Oh, like
it's really a good book, bro, because some of the things he talks about kind of does happen. But why I like William Cooper, because it was big on aliens in there. And then like towards his death, he kind of renounced the alien thing because he was like, he really was focusing on things that you really can see and prove and have nuance, like true nuance. Mm-hmm. Aliens, man, that's still some motherfucker in the back corner kind of telling you this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you can't really prove it. But like this QAnon shit, the best fucking conspiracy that can go on, man. It's gonna collapse the government. It's gonna work. It's gonna work.
Yeah, it almost did.
Yes, they did. Your people crazy, man. Them your people.
Yeah.
Them was your people. Them was your people.
That was us. Crazy. That was us. We took an L on that one.
Oh, don't worry. It was a few of me. It was a few of us out there too. I looked. I was scolding. I was just watching the video. Like, come on, don't be a black dude. I felt the same way. Like with the remember the DC sniper.
Oh yeah!
Fucking weeks we knew that was gonna be a white dude, dog. Yeah. And then when they said a cutlass and shit, we was like, oh man, it's a black, it's a black dude. It's a black dude. So when I was just scrolling the footage of the January 6th shit, I was like, oh fuck, there goes the Tyrone.
Yeah, but that's the only L, right? That's the only, because let's be honest. 99% of them.
It is.
That's on us.
I will say that, but if you look recently, black folks are joining the fray of mass shooting and shit.
Yeah.
We are doing it. I personally, I've said this before, you may have even heard me say it. I really think it's God like turning the tides because too many white dudes are wearing Jordans now. Too many white dudes are wearing Jordans. You go to parties now, white people know all the words to "this is how we do it." And so it's like,
so you gotta train.
God is like, hey, you know what? We gotta get these niggas some assault rifles. We gotta even this shit out.
For every white person that learns the lyrics to the Jefferson theme song.
Oh man, you trying to make it go this is gonna be a group.
Like chemistry class has to get taken out.
Gotta go, man. Like I really feel like at this point in the world, bruh, I think crazy is crazy. Like, they have really blurred the lines between what cultures are now. I really feel that way. Things are, like, people have blended to where you can't, dog, there was once a time, Eric, where black people didn't kiss dogs. They are out here kissing dogs now.
I didn't know that was just a us thing.
Oh, that was man, you could, boy, if you saw a black person that was kissing the dog when I was growing up, man, we knew that they must be married to a white woman or something. Like, you can't be out here kissing dogs, but they do it. Black people have toy dogs now. Like, I didn't grow up in a world where black people was bringing dogs into the grocery store. You know, even motherfucking black folks is bringing dogs in the grocery stores and shit, and they are not what you call those animals for people that's borderline crazy, comfort dogs.
Oh
and
yeah,
shit.
The emotional support.
They're not emotional support.
Just regular.
They're just regular fucking dogs. I ain't gonna lie. I feel if you would bring your dog to the grocery store, you would let your cat walk on the stove as you cook. It's the same premise to me. It's the same premise. There's meat and shit around, man. Why the fuck you bring this poodle in here?
Yeah. I went to a barbecue restaurant not too long ago, and there was a huge table, I mean like 15, 16 people, and they were all blind, and some of them had seeing eye dogs, and the dogs were like trained, you know, but they were at a barbecue restaurant. And so, like, you can train a dog not to beg for food, but you can't train it to not want it.
No.
And it was, like, shaking and just drooling. And they got up to leave, and people were, like, slipping on the ground and stuff because the dog had just been, like, staring at ribs for an hour.
The support dog needed a support dog.
Yeah, the support's like, I can't do it. I can't. It was like that episode of SpongeBob when he got all dried out, and he's like, I don't need it. I don't need it.
Hey, man, that is hilarious. That dog's got to be a dog.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just a fan of dogs being dogs. My wife tries to convince me every year to give my dog a Thanksgiving and Christmas outfit. No. Let him fucking be a dog. His outfit is his fucking hair.
Yep.
That is his outfit. We get him a haircut. You know, we pay for that at least. We're not savages. You know, we do that.
Oh, man. I think the collar. That's all it needs. It's just
Collar, and of course, you know, we're traditional black folks. We did the initial shots. We ain't been back since.
Yeah.
You know, we don't do that.
That's only if you're gonna put them in like a if you're going out of town and you get like somebody to watch them while you're gone.
Right.
That's what that's for.
That's
not.
true.
It's not like.
Oh, we treat our dog like our kids. It just goes over to my mom or my brother's house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
That's pretty. Or now my oldest son has his own house, and he, man, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how I feel at the fact that my son will come get his younger siblings to come over and stay at the house, and also takes our dog. Like, that's weird as fuck to me. Like, it's weird. Like, he really loves that fucking dog. The dog spends the weekend also.
I would love that. If my daughter when she moves out of the house, if she just showed up one day and she's like, hey, I'm going to take my brother and all the animals, I'd be like,
do it.
Yeah. Well, do you need help loading them in the car? What do you want? Yeah.
Need some dog food?
I've been waiting for this day my whole life.
Y'all, he takes the dog. He loves that fucking dog, man. He takes the dog. And it's not like we own like a pit bull or anything. No, we own a Shih Tzu.
Yeah.
A fucking Shih Tzu. He loves that Shih Tzu to death. Loves him to death, man.
I didn't want the dog. So when we were thinking about getting a dog, I wanted to get a pit bull or like a German Shepherd or something like big because I'm tall. I don't want to bend over to pet something, you know. And my wife wanted to get a corgi, and that's
I don't even know what that is. It sounds white.
You know that? Okay, you know that they've got pointy ears, little like nubby tails, and real short legs.
I think I know what
it's the dog the Queen has. You seen those?
Understandable.
Okay,
understandable.
So that's what she wanted. So that's what we ended up getting, right?
She British?
No.
I was finna say, don't you?
No.
Fucking terrorist.
But now I'm the one that loves the dog the most, and he like attached to me, and he follows me around everywhere. And when I leave, he's like sad
and shit.
And then he come, and then like sometimes I'm up here, I'm like, man, I miss the dog.
Dog,
you know?
I was that too, Eric. I was the same fucking way. We had moved in our house, like we've been in our house 13 years. And the first year we moved in, my wife wanted a dog. And we were looking at, like, what's the big ones? Golden Retrievers. I wanted a pit bull or a Golden Retriever or something. We wanted the pit bull, but a little pussy-ass neighborhood council, whatever the fuck you call them, those fucks, we can't have... We can't have big dogs. That's the rules for our subdivision. So we can't have big dogs out there. So we couldn't do it. And so we settled for the Shih Tzu, and I tried my best to hate that dog. I tried my best. I low-key still kind of hate him a little bit, but he likes my feet. And it's hard not to like something that likes your feet. You know,
they just kind of like lay down.
No, he comes down to my feet and just like starts playfully attacking them. Like I'd be sitting there like watching the game or something. He'd be like, I was like, oh God, I love you. I do.
I can't hate you.
There's no way I can hate you.
I want to. What's the best meal you can get for under $10?
Under $10? I would have to go with the 4 for $4.
Oh, Wendy's?
Wendy's.
Okay.
4 for $4. You giving me chicken nuggets, a burger, fries, and a drink for $4 fucking? How can I like pass that up?
Can I tell you what I go with?
What you go to?
Every time, rotisserie chicken. like you go to Walmart and get one of those like in
this
the bag.
That's like feed a family for cheap meals.
Not when you're my size. That's just me standing half naked in the kitchen eating it with my bare hands and a bottle of hot sauce. You just don't, and you're like, oh man, it's low carbs. I feel healthy.
That's real
like,
shit.
Yeah.
And it wasn't fried. It's fucking baked.
It's the
rotisserie and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real, man. That's dope because you can go to Sam's and get one for like under $5. It's just like $4 and some change.
You can get 2 of them.
Oh my God, that's
one
real.
for the family, one for me.
That is, I'm gonna have to say I agree with you. God damn it, you're smart, man.
It's a numbers game.
Yes, it really is. It really is.
Somebody told me this the other day that my favorite way of saying like when I get where I'm going, and I was like, oh, I like that. When I get where I'm going, like if I have made it, I'm gonna buy a rotisserie chicken machine. And I'll just put it like in the kitchen, and so every morning I walk in.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
What you need first though, got to get you a Bosnian friend.
A Bosnian friend. Okay.
Bosnians are really into rotisseries. It's their thing. I used to work with a Bosnian father and son in my old job, and I got real cool with them and shit. Like the youngest son. He's really good with cooking. We were like, I cook a lot too, and we would just like trade shit. He taught me how to make a really good pizza dough. You know what I'm saying? And his dad found out I like to cook, and he just bonded with me. He said, "Yes, you need to come over. we do the rotisserie, and we drink peach vodka. They make their own in-house wine and shit." But he told me that that's how Bosnian men kind of. You know how like Americans, we out barbecue each other?
Yeah.
Everything's about a man getting up and getting his own barbecue grill and shit. With them, it's their rotisserie. And they like get elaborate fucking rotisseries, bro. They get them real big, mechanical ones, all this type of shit. That is their thing. And they just rotisserie the same thing, fucking goat, over and over again.
If you're Bosnian
and lamb,
and you're looking for a friend, I'll provide the meat. You teach me how to do it.
He looks very European. So it's like he would fit in very good. Bosnian crowd out there, he would fit in. You could sit him in the house and everyone would think he would be from the mother country. You know? Everything. But yeah, get you a Bosnian friend. They can even show you how to make one now. They make them from scratch and shit. Like they make them. It's like a cool thing, bro. That's kind of their thing. So I agree with you. Having a rotisserie, we got one at home though. We bought.
Is that like the shawarma and stuff? It's different? Probably.
I'm not gonna lie. I have no clue what shawarma is. I just know that's Avengers.
Oh yeah. I just saw at the end. It looked like they were eating. Like I would have thought it was like a gyro.
Yeah.
You ever had a gyro? Yeah.
I had one for the. What's funny is as many gyro places. I think it's a gyro, but I'm not gonna hold that against you. You're American and white. Yeah, do what you want to. But I've never had a gyro ever. There's so many places here. I've never had one, but we went to New York for our anniversary. Hey, bro, I got one of them dudes on the corner and shit. When the little house truck.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The little halal places, I think they're called. I got one up there for the first time, and man, that shit changed my life.
It's delicious.
It was fun. Whatever the white sauce and the
tzatziki.
Red sauce.
I might have screwed up gyro, but I got tzatziki.
Tzatziki, that's what it's called. Hey man, that shit is so good.
The first time I said it though, I was like, "Is there any more tzatziki sauce?"
You sound like a white substitute teacher at a black school.
Tzatziki?
Tzatziki. I want some of that. Give me the tzatziki.
Can I get an extra tzatziki?
That is funny.
Which fast food place has the best French fries?
This is a really good question because I have come to the conclusion as of late, everyone's fries are trash now. Like no one does fries good anymore. Like you would think like a place like Culver's would be good because the burger is good, but the fries always taste like they're just either half mushy or something like that. But if I have to go, it has to be Five Guys.
Okay, I can get on board that. Because
they give you too much. Number one, they're seasoning the fuck out of them.
And it's perfect.
It's perfect. And they give you enough to feed homeless people. You know what I'm saying? You eat all that shit in the world, leave out the place. It's got to be a homeless guy to eat those fries.
It doesn't matter what size you get. They fill the cup, they put it in the bag, and then
dump shit on top of it.
Dump stuff in the bag. So you're getting a large no matter what.
And no matter what.
Delicious. The only problem with Five Guys is it's so expensive.
Bruh, and it went up.
Yeah.
Because it used to be, I remember when I first got it, maybe about like 7-8 years ago, a meal was maybe $12. Now that shit has kind of went up to what, about like 25 or something like that?
Oh, if you get like just a cheeseburger and fries, it's $26, $27.
$20. Yeah, that shit, they went up big time before COVID. Ain't that a bitch?
I know. But it's so good.
Yes, it is.
It is top tier.
It is.
One of the, I think what slept on is the potato wedges.
They have potato wedges?
No, not at Five Guys. Not Five Guys. But if you can find potato wedges, it's like sometimes you can get them at gas stations.
That's kind of the best place to get them.
Yeah.
Like gas station chicken is giving Popeyes a run for its money. Like Popeyes, Lee's, all these places you've been out of town, you may have had Bojangles. I hate that shit. I just feel like a fucking, my ancestors hate me for fucking saying Bojangles. But like all those places are fire, but who knew that the gas station would be the best place to get potato wedges and chicken?
I've been to Lee's. I think Lee's is my favorite.
That's my shit.
Gus's is pretty good. It's all right. I mean,
it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's good. It's good.
What was the one I had the other day? There's a gas station down by where I live, and it's called ACE's. It's ACEE''S. And they have, you can get chicken tenders that are like this long, and they're like this fat. And they're, huge.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, and it's pretty good deal. You can get like 4 tenders for like $3 or something. And they're fat, like big ones.
Oh, I like that.
I like that. Not too much breading, not too much like.
Now this is the best fat man podcast.
Oh, I know
this right now.
So many of my podcasts just go into food.
Hey, I'm here to go with you. Yeah. I'm here to go with you. I'm here. I'm all for it.
That's what I like. Oh man, who's got the best pizza in St. Louis?
Oh, pizza. I'm gonna hip you. I'm not an Emos guy.
Nope, me either. I don't like it.
I'm from here. I know they'll probably hate me. I'm not Rod Loud. Rod Loud's probably has a fucking endorsed by them now. Have you seen Rod Loud's videos? He does videos with emos. They love Rod Loud's and shit. But I am not a fan of bought pizza that tastes like shit I can get in the freezer.
Exactly.
And that bothers me. You know, it's the cracker crust. So, sorry about that, cracker crust. But it's the cracker crust that I don't like. But you're going to have to hit me up when you come out on this side, and I'm going to take you to North County, and you need to have the North County pizza places.
North County. Okay.
North County pizza is kind of the OG pizza of the county, and it's really from this family of Italian family. And they're St. Louis Italians, and bro, they had a whole little system of pizza places. It's Angelo's, that's my favorite. Angelo's, Peroni's. Used to be a place called Saulo's. They closed down. In my old neighborhood, we had Roma's. They closed down because the highway got extended. But they moved, actually moved to St. Charles. And it's a few more. But they're called like the North County pizzas. That is true St. Louis pizza.
North County pizzas.
It's
all right.
I'm remind me.
Angelo's.
Remind me, bro. You gonna call me. You can come to the crib or whatnot. Hey, and she can bring your family if you want to. You can play with the kids and shit. Kids will play with each other. But, dog, we going to get some Angelo's pizza, and it's the best shit in the world. Most of these people know this. It's Angelo's. Stop taking these out-of-town fucking people to emos so they can go home and talk about our shit.
It's trash.
That's all people do is talk about our shit, man. And it's emos. And then you taking them to eat emos, and you're not taking them to eat St. Louis Chinese food? Know your city.
Bo Fung, I just had that the other day.
Where's Bo Fung at?
Bo Fung is on Grant. No, not Grant.
Okay, City Grand or County Grand?
County Grand.
Okay.
It's in.
What color was the rice?
I got fried rice. It was brown.
Okay, it was what color brown? Was it like my color brown, or was it lighter than that?
Lighter. It was because of sauce. It was brown, not brown rice. It was white rice.
You gotta. The secret. This is something I've told everyone, and everybody when they find out, they agree with me. All my homies from out of town and shit. I tell them the easiest way to know if a person is from St. Louis or not in your city is if they walk around and say, "God damn, the Chinese food sucks up here," because we appreciate our Chinese. You need hood rice, bro. You need to get some rice where you feel like your life may be taking that. That's what you need. You need rice from a place that has a bulletproof window.
That's what I'm all about. Have you been to Pop's Kitchen?
I don't think I've been.
It's like 5 blocks from here. The last time I went, it was roped off because there was a shooting right outside.
Sounds like good food.
I know, and I was like, can I just go in and get some food?
Just get something.
It was like,
but that's the best places, bro.
It's so good.
Any place where your life is on the line.
They're open till like 3 a.m.
Oh yeah, because it's down here.
They put lemon pepper seasoning on no matter what you get. They're dumping it in the box, and it's so full they have to wrap it in rubber bands when they hand it to you. It's right next to a hookah joint, and.
So is it close to Washington, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, let's.
There's a pause in the podcast because Eric right now is looking up the place that he's talking about. We don't want y'all to be left out. It's a good pause. Though,
I can't keep mentioning it and then not say where it is. That's good.
Nah, man. But while you looking, I was gonna mention good St. Louis Chinese rice is the same color as me.
Okay.
It's like this color brown. And I'm telling you, bro, it's nothing like it. Have you had a St. Paul sandwich yet?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. So you've been introduced to something, to the good shit. That's what, to me, St. Louis is known for. Chinese food.
Why is it called St. Paul sandwich?
Well, the story is the guy who invented it, an Asian fellow, he was from Minnesota.
Okay.
And he did it up there, but brought it here, and here is where the staple has been.
Blew.
It's been a St. Paul sandwich ever since. So. Yeah, he was from Minnesota is what the story tells, yeah.
Pop's Kitchen is on 1330 Washington Avenue.
Yeah, I figure when you say it's next to the hookah spot, it got to be Washington. Got to be Washington. Okay.
It's so good. They're open till like 3 a.m. Shout out.
We don't have to go. Me and the wife may have to risk our life and get strapped up and go down there, man. I got to do that. We have to do that.
I loved it. And you just go in and you walk in and the kitchen, you just see the kitchen. And they just have like a counter and they're just like, what do you want? And then you order and then you sit back there and you just can watch them make your food. Then they hold up the to-go container and the seasoning and they're like, yeah. And you just give them the signal and they dump it on.
Just dump it on.
And then they'll be like, they'll do you again, like, good? And you're like, no, more. And then
that's what's up. That's what's up.
It's, oh, man. Have you met my buddy Rick? He comes with me to Wing at Wednesday sometimes, and
I may have met him one time.
Kind of big white guy.
I seen him before.
Yeah. He's the one who found it, and he's like, "You got to try this." And so we went. That's like one of our late night spots.
No, that's dope. I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna have to try that shit.
But where is it? Where do I get that good rice?
Man, it's honestly all over St. Louis here. You can go to Bing Lao. That's on Grand. It's on that's in Northside Grand. One of my favorite, because I stay in North County, is Northland Chop Suey. It's one of my favorite. Dog, they fried noodles, whatever the good Asian name for it. What is that, lo mein? Oh, God, dog. It's the same color as the rice. It's dark skin, dog, because they use, the secret to St. Louis rice is they use actually dark soy sauce. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know that until I started, because I make it myself. I actually make my own Chinese rice. But, dark soy sauce is what you need. I don't give a fuck how much of the regular soy sauce you get from the store you're just making it salty. It won't get dark as what we require. But you get a little dark soy sauce, throw that shit in and you toss it and you flip it.
Oh, you do the walk? You got the whole
got it all, dog. Got it all. Just do your shit. Just spin around. You do it. Hey man, it's the greatest shit in the world. We got it's a few places, man. What is it? China Chop Suey on Cherokee. Oh my God, they're so fire. Oh man, like man, you're gonna have to spend it. You're gonna have to kick it, man. You're gonna have to go out here and I'm
down anytime. I'm so excited.
I'm take you just to get some real Chinese food. Everybody that is from out of town that has followed me to get some Chinese rice, they end up saying, "You were right." They understand, man. I lived in Atlanta. Man, I was so motherfucking massive. What is this? It's just yellow rice. What are we doing here? What are we doing with peas and shit? Who the fuck told you to put vegetables in these vegetables? You know what I'm saying? Good Chinese rice should only have onion, a white onion, a green onion, some eggs, whatever protein that you choose, and to top it all up, you need bean sprouts. You know what I'm saying? That is good rice.
Bean sprouts.
Bean sprouts, bro. Like I'm telling you, like this. Oh man, I gotta change your life. I gotta enlighten you.
I'm so excited. I can't wait. What's the best meal you could cook?
Ooh, me. My ribs are top tier. My ribs and my steak are top tier.
All right. How do you do your ribs?
Do my ribs. I'm a smoker guy.
Yep. Me too. Yep.
I honestly use my smoker 365 all year. Even in, I don't give a fuck if it's 20 degrees outside. I will be outside throwing logs in that bitch. Like,
oh, you got the log one.
Yeah,
oh,
I have.
You got the real one.
I got an offset smoker. Yeah, I got an offset.
I've got the cheap pellet one.
Oh, no, I want one. I just want a backyard full of multiple ways to fucking cook meat. That's what I want. I just want a backyard full of them. I want the pellet smoker, but no, I got actually offset smoker and shit. Oklahoma Joe, that's my shit. Dog, my ribs, they're top tier. I'm telling you, like you would definitely be like, oh, this is good shit. And my steak, dog. Listen here, man. Listen here. I need to be need to be James Chris. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need. Fuck Ruth Chris, James Chris. Like put me in there. I make a damn good steak, and damn steak and ribs are kind of my favorite. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do good.
I think I was doing ribs, I'm all right with ribs. Okay. I don't know if I could hang with you, but I like to do I like spicy and sweet. Mm-hmm. So I would do a little brown sugar. Yep. A little bit of maybe some paprika, just like a little bit, or like maybe a little cayenne or something.
I make my rub up. I make my own rub. And what you're describing is basically, it's called like a Memphis style rub is what that is, because Memphis is known for the sweet heat. Is basically what it's considered. So that's a Memphis style rub, and that's my favorite rub. I like to put that shit on there, massage and shit. Like how early do you put your seasonings on your meat? That shit matters.
I would do like probably 6 hours before, and then I let it sit. Like in the fridge, not out, but I'll let it sit.
I do 2 to 1 days ahead of time.
Oh, that's where I'm going wrong.
At least 24 hours. That's the minimal time. It should be at least 24 hours and put it in the refrigerator.
All right. So I would do seasoning like 6 hours before. An hour before I'm gonna grill, I put them out, let them get room temperature. Then you throw them on like 225 for like 3 hours. Oh, yeah. Take them off. Wrap them up.
So you do the 3-2, the 3-2,
3-2-1. Yeah, 3-2-1. And sometimes that one isn't a full hour. It's like 45 minutes, like that. You kind of check it. But do you leave the silver skin on, or do you peel it off?
No, I take that off. I take that off. I'm not when I first started doing it, I did not take that off, that membrane. Yeah. I left it on, and you can look at some of these motherfuckers. They'll tell you sometimes they don't care about taking it off, but I've grown accustomed to taking the membrane off.
My kids don't like it with it on. That's why I take it off. Okay. And it's like, and then you can slide the bone out real easy. It falls off the bone. But some people, like I the first time I did it, I got the bone to slide out, and I was all proud of myself. And then my buddy was like, "Well, it wouldn't pass in Texas barbecue." And I was like,
I like my barbecue competition style. So what that means is they call it a bite.
Yeah.
To where you can see your teeth imprint in it when you bite into it. It's tender enough to do that, but it's not tender enough for it to fall off. Yeah, to me that's considered overcooked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I'd fail.
Yeah, you would fail.
I thought I was killing it.
Yeah. Competition style is basically they want to bite on it. So you got to be able to just
see, I love to pull the ribs or pull the bones out, and then you chop it up a little bit, and if you're gonna put it on, a bun or something like that, make a sandwich out of it.
I'm very disappointed.
Oh my man,
I'm very disappointed.
I watched your face turn.
I'm very disappointed.
I won you with the 3-2-1 method. You were on board, and then I said I chop it up, and you went,
that's not what we do here, Aaron. What the fuck? What is going on?
It's like I told you it was made out of that Impossible meat or something. You were like,
It's like when I go over people's houses and it's like we're having ribs and they pull that shit out the oven. What the fuck is this?
Out the oven, yeah.
If I wanted baked chicken, I would have said I wanted baked chicken. You know, that's not barbecue to me. I hate baked ribs. I hate that shit. I like the taste of smoke. I smoke a lot of weed. I like smoke on my food. I like smoke. That's what I like. So no, man, I do consider that overcooked. I do consider it overcooked. I like it tender enough to where like it's still, no matter what, it's tender. Because when you bite it, you're not pulling. You're not pulling. It's literally a bite, and it comes right off, but you can see your teeth print in there. Yeah, so like, oh nah, man, you trying to make?
I'm gonna come over, but I'm gonna bring a notebook. I'm gonna just take some notes. I'll just sit back and listen for a little bit.
Hey man, I wanted to do a little cooking video and shit, but I feel like Reggie has that sold up. I think
he's got it. I mean, yeah. Have you ever thought about making that out of your merch, like making your own seasoning, and then that could be merch after a show?
Write that shit down. I never thought of that at all. That's some smart shit. Like, that is smart. That would be great. Dog, the merch game is crazy because I was very prideful and thinking, like, oh, I need to do this, and just thinking it needs to be top tier until my boy, shout out my boy Mike Anthony, dog. Mike Anthony gave me the game. His first weekend of headlining out of town, he took me with him to be his feature. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have anything with me to bring out to sell and shit because I was still in that mode of thinking that, oh, man, nobody know me. I don't need to be bringing nothing out. But I found out real quick, like, people really want to spend money with you when they like you. And so this motherfucker Mike, man, brought CDs. CDs from when he rapped in 2002.
It works.
He sold out. He made $500 fucking.
He's hilarious.
Yep.
Crowds love him.
Yep. He's a nice guy.
Sell whatever you got.
He's a dog. He's the one. And he got on me. He said, don't ever go out of town without nothing to sell. Don't ever do it. He said, bring anything. I watched him sell out of fucking CDs. Who has a CD player? Nobody. Nobody got that shit no more.
That's why I laughed at first, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I can't laugh at that. He's killing it.
He's killing it, bro. He sold it, and I was just impressed, man. But so hearing you say the damn seasoning, that is pretty smart, man. That's some smart shit. So, and I could sell it. You can sell it for any price you want to.
Yeah, just make a little label as like JBBQ or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You need to be a rapper. That was cold. That was fucking cold. Oh, man. Nah, that's damn, man. JBBQ. Oh, man. That's smart. That's fucking smart. Yeah, man. I'm going to try that. Actually, I'm going to try that.
You make it and bring it, and I'll promote it. I'll put it out here.
I'm going to try that.
Try it out. I know, because I know there was a comedian that I worked with one time, and he made his own hot sauce, and he brought it everywhere. It was called Ha Ha Hot Sauce, and he sold out. By the Friday after Friday's second show, he was completely sold out.
That's
and he
great.
kept saying, he was like, hey guys, I have hot sauce to sell, but you guys bought it all. He's like, I'm out. So, and he said the only problem with that was that they were glass bottles, so it was hard to transport without them breaking. But if you put the seasoning in one of those like plastic shakers, you know what I mean?
Yep, that makes sense. No, that makes sense. Dog, what's the so would that be like one of the coolest things of merch you seen somebody sell?
Yeah, something you actually like would use or be like, oh yeah, because you've got jokes about being a dad and stuff. That would go right into your dad, because you're going to appeal to other dads in the audience.
That's real shit.
And all you got to do is just write a tiny joke about cooking or something, and then at the end, pull it out as a callback to like, if you after the show, I'll be about back. I got JBBQ rub or something like that.
So smart.
There you go.
So smart. That's so smart. I think the coldest merch I ever seen was no merch at all. I work with a comic, relatively kind of famous comic, who charged people for pictures with their phone. $20 a pic.
And hundreds of pics.
We were in Philly.
Love it.
We made the whole weekend. I was just sitting there like, oh my God. I didn't know this would work. And it was to the point where, like, this is when I was kind of new and shit, too, so I didn't know if I was supposed to sell merch. He came to me after the show. He said, hey, man, how much you make today? I was like, I didn't do anything. He said, you ain't charging for pictures? He said, I'm charging for pictures. I was like, oh, my God. I didn't know I could do this. $20 a pic with your camera. That was cold, bro.
See, I don't want to, when I do merch, I don't want to do T-shirts because it seems like it's bulky. You got to, like, if you're traveling, a whole suitcase has to be there for merch. I don't want to do, I don't know, maybe koozies or something.
Koozies is probably the simplest thing you can do.
Yeah.
I do buttons.
Buttons. Okay, yeah.
My wife, shout out my wife, love you, girl. She wanted a Cricut machine and a T-shirt press, and a lot of it was just for crafting for the house. But she also wanted to give me things to sell. Haven't even sold a T-shirt yet. She ended up, after I bought that, buying a button press, and she on her Cricut machine, she made the design on there for me, and dog, I sell the buttons, man, and it's a stepdad button. You know what I'm saying? For my stepdad joke and shit, bruh, it's amazing. It works all the time. It works, and I didn't know what to sell them for. I was just gonna do like, you know how people say, like, just donations. You know, just give me a donation, man. Shout out my boy Sam Comro and Ralph Guerra. Ralph looked at me and said, "Hey man, we're selling your buttons for $10." I say, "Really?" He said, "We're doing $10." It works. It works, bro. $10 a button. I think the most I've made doing buttons, working a weekend in Indianapolis, I made $600.
I need merch. I need merch.
Selling buttons, bro.
I need merch.
Selling buttons, $600. I was like, oh, this is all right.
I need shows first. That would help.
But you're a working comic. That's the good thing.
Yeah.
You work,
Trying.
bro. So that's a good thing. Don't even worry about it. That shit gonna come. I promise you. As much as I used to bitch and still bitch about things not doing how I want to, I do get reminded a lot. Hey, bro, you work. And so you got to be happy that you work.
You can't. How much can you complain when you get paid to tell jokes?
That's real talk. That's real talk.
I went through that. I had an opportunity recently, and I was supposed to have a feature weekend, and I was pretty excited. And then I got there that night, and 10 minutes beforehand, I found out I was just hosting. And I was like, And then I really quickly had to check myself and be like, you're getting paid to tell jokes.
You're getting paid to tell jokes.
You're getting paid to tell jokes.
It was disappointing, but at the end of the day, they wanted you to be on the show to get paid to tell your jokes.
Yep. Just shut up.
That's real shit.
You know, it makes you want it that much more.
Yeah, it do.
Because if they gave it away, it wouldn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't mean anything. Oh, man. What time is it? All right. You got to get out of here soon. So we'll do a couple more.
Okay.
I don't want to make you late for the show. We missed one. But the
questions are on there.
Sometimes.
I don't even think I even noticed it.
Well, I asked you the first one, what's the best conspiracy theory? And then I came up with a couple of them, and I'm like, I don't need to click for that. We'll just play off of this. Sometimes it's just like a topic starter. But like, if the Olympics called tomorrow and they were like, JB, we need you to fill in an event, what event would you be best at?
Oh, the smoking Olympics. I smoke a lot of weed. And anything that deals with smoke, I don't even know. Hey, man, they made fucking, what is it? What's the newest, it's a new category for Olympics that was crazy to me. I can't think of it. But either way it go, dog, they can make a smoking Olympics. I'm telling you right now, we can smoke all fucking day. I would be rolling. It'll probably be like, how fast can you roll a blunt and smoke it? And how many could you roll within a minute? Oh, dog, I'd win.
Who would be on the U.S. team? Would be like you,
Snoop Dogg,
Willie Nelson.
Oh
maybe?
yeah, Willie got to be there. I don't know, his hand's shaking and shit. Now he's pretty old.
Yeah.
I don't know. He may fail that. He may get
replaced.
Yeah, he may get us replaced. But nah, bro, Wiz Khalifa, me, Snoop, Wiz Khalifa, bro, we gonna get it high. Oh, bro, I like to smoke. I smoke a lot, so that would probably be it. Because if it's anything that's athletic, I'm failing. Anything that deals with me having coordination and athleticism, I am not gonna do good at it.
I always said that the downhill ski jump, because I don't know how to ski.
But you can fall.
I can fall down. Yeah, and it's 7 seconds?
Yeah,
and
it's
pass fail. You either die
do it or you don't.
Or you don't.
Or you
know
don't.
what I mean? Like,
that'll be dope. That'll be dope.
That's the only thing I could come up with, because it's like, at least if it's embarrassing, it'll be embarrassing quickly. You know what I mean? Like,
and it's over.
It's over.
It's over.
I don't want to do a whole ice skating routine where it's like I'm not coordinated and if I fall 7 times. It's like, this is just one shot.
We can do this. We can do this now.
Imagine waiting 4 years for an event that takes 7 seconds.
And you fail, though.
And you fail.
Not that you complete, because you can complete. I wouldn't be mad if you complete it at least and just don't place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
like,
we're
I
talking about
survived.
waiting 4 years to fail. That's like eating bad barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Do you know how horrible it has to be, like, to take your time to cook something and it's nasty?
Oh, I've done it. I've ruined a brisket. That took, it was like 24 hours of work and like prepping and apple cider vinegar and apple juice spray. And
What happened?
I think I overdid it. I think I wrapped it a little too long, and when I went to, and also it was too much fat.
Okay,
I didn't
so you
trim
didn't
it
trim
enough. I was worried that I didn't trim.
I'm learning lately that that's honestly a preference.
Yeah.
Everybody does not trim, and some of these guys I've seen, like, honestly, are totally against trimming. And then you got guys who live by it and shit too. You might take a little bit of that, at least that silver skin, that hard shit, that hard.
That's what it was.
That
That I didn't
render.
take all that off because, like, I like fat on it. Like, if I get a steak, I want fat on the steak.
I want
like,
the fat.
Will you do that? My wife won't eat the fat if there's fat on.
She gives it to me.
Oh yeah,
she gives it to me.
Everybody knows at the table, like, hey, you got any scraps left? Mm-hmm.
Give it to me.
Send them to Dad. Yeah.
Send it to me. I fucking love it.
Yeah. What's the best kind of steak?
I'm a ribeye guy.
Okay. Yep. Me too.
I love ribeye. That's, to me, it's the most meat. It's the tenderest. I like when I go out to a good restaurant, I want the bone on, bone in ribeye and shit. I like ribeye. Tomahawks or ribeyes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ribeyes are the best. I think secondly, I would probably say, filet mignon, the filet. Filet is good.
My least favorite thing about a steak restaurant is when you order a steak and they pre-cut it for you.
Who the fuck told you to do that?
Yeah, exactly, right? You don't cut another man's steak.
Oh, no, not at all.
I went out to eat with Nicholas Kuvar one time, Blind Nick.
Okay.
And he ordered a steak, and I just watched him hack at it for like 25 minutes.
But it was his.
And I didn't dare. If he was having trouble, like, finding a door, I'd be like, here, buddy, let me help you out. I would help him cross the street.
That's different. That's different.
Yep, help him climb a ladder, whatever. But if he's a grown man, that's his steak.
That's his steak.
And I'm not touching it.
I would have loved to seen that.
It was kind of funny.
Nick is my dude. Like, that's my dude, bro. I would have loved to have seen that.
It was kind of funny because at some points we were kind of like, moving cups out of the way and like salt shakers and like everybody would be like, whoop, whoop, like that. But
did he kind of look? I would imagine a blind man cutting the steak makes him look like a serial killer. Makes you like a real murderer. Like, I'm
just angry at it.
That is funny. Shout out Kuvi.
Yeah, shout out Kuvi. He's one of the people that listens to this, and every now and then I'll shout him out, and then like a month later I'll get a text and be like, "You asshole! I didn't cut my steak like that." I'm like, yeah, you did.
That is funny.
What's the best holiday?
Oh man, Juneteenth. But if I have to pick, it has to be Thanksgiving for me because I like to cook and eat.
Yeah.
Like, literally, Thanksgiving is kind of prepared mostly by me. Like, my wife does the dressing because I don't touch that. I don't touch stuffing for yo folks. But I like the dressing. I do. But in my house, I do the macaroni and cheese. Well, my wife can do it too. She does it sometimes. We kind of trade off. But I make the greens. I do the turkey. I do the ham. You
do turkey and ham.
That's what I was just going to ask you. I grew up that way, so I didn't personally know that, like, it's normally people pick. I didn't realize that Christmas was ham and Thanksgiving is turkey.
It depends. I know that. So if you're Italian, you get turkey and lasagna. Like, that's you get two.
I guess I'm Italian because
you get lasagna too?
My mom normally brings the lasagna over.
Really?
Yes.
I thought that was just an Italian thing.
No, I'm gonna tell you, man. Black people Thanksgiving, bro, we have everything there. There is not. Dog, there's even potato salad at a black people Thanksgiving. Guess what's at mine? Ribs. We have ribs. We have turkey. We have ham. A year I did duck. I did duck. Bruh, we really kind of have a whole fucking whole buffet. It's just a whole buffet, bruh. It's like you really would think you're at an upscale version of Golden Corral. That's what you think.
I'm on board. They love this. When you cook your turkey, have you ever done the spatchcock where you cut the spine out and let it like?
I've never done that. I want to do a chicken like that. I've never done it that way. I fried turkey.
I've done a turkey. Or I've done a chicken and a turkey like that.
I've never done that.
It's perfect. Cuts the cooking time in like half. The rib kind of protects the meat from getting too dried out. You know, like the rib cage.
Yeah, because you split it in half.
Yeah. And you just let it open up, and then it leaves the breast like up top, all juicy and stuff. All you do,
titties.
Yeah. You and me
love titties.
No, it's the best. I've done it for chickens. I like that, but the turkey was so easy. And then I do Tony.
Sheree injection, injection shit. Yeah,
is that how you say it?
Yeah,
I've been saying
Tony Sheree. Is it Sheree or
White people are
Sheree?
Tony Chacheries.
Yeah. It's he's Cajun, so I figure it's French like Sheree. It's either Sheree or Sheree.
That makes sense.
But I grew up not really caring for turkey, and my mom makes a great turkey, but I grew up not caring for it.
Yeah.
And I went down. I lived in Atlanta for almost 10 years. And my homeboy mom and dad I had a fried turkey for the first time. I've been frying that shit ever since, bro. Got the turkey fryer, dropped that bitch. Oh, God, that's Jesus.
I am terrified to fry a turkey.
Get you a electric fryer. That's what I got. I got the Butterball electric fryer that literally can come in your house and do it, and it's just totally electric. I don't do that propane shit. I'm scared as fuck of that. I'm not king of the hill.
I was about to say, the only people on earth that gets less sympathy than the billionaires in the submarine are the white people that burn their house down on Thanksgiving.
Oh, it ain't just white folks. It's black folks that do it too, dog. They do it. Didn't dry the turkey out. Got a big chunk of fucking ice in it.
There goes the garage.
I'm telling you, hey, that is the truth. Like we got a what's it called? A Butterball extra large turkey fryer, bro. I sit that bitch on the counter 45 minutes and tender, juicy goodness. It is great. Gotta get you one, bro. It's the simplest way. It acts just like you would use a deep fryer. It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a normal deep fryer that you get. Get one of them, bro. Get one of them. Change your life. Change your life.
I'm all about that. We got I got to write down Angelo's and North County Pizza.
Yep.
I got to write down Butterball extra large electric deep
turkey fryer. Yep.
I got to change the way I do my ribs.
Oh, man.
Man, this is a learning podcast.
Don't you
this
fucking
is educational now.
Don't you mushy up them ribs no fucking more. What the hell?
Do you sauce them or are you just a rub guy?
I make my own sauce to the side, but I allow you to sauce them if you want. I like sauce.
I like sauce, yeah.
People always say, "Oh man, if you sauce your food, you must don't like it." No, bitch, I have a sophisticated palate. I can distinguish between the sauce and what it's seasoned with. Like, I can taste the food. My palate can do that. If yours can't do it, it's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? But I am that. I'm totally that guy, bro. Like, I like sauce. I'm a barbecue sauce guy. I like sauce.
Yeah, I don't know who started this rumor that white people don't like seasoning on their food. I think it's white women don't like seasoning on their food because I've never met, everyone I've ever talked to is like,
enlighten me today. Teach me today.
I want more sauce. I want more seasoning. Like, I cover it
I ain't gonna lie, it's not a rumor. I have definitely been to these places, man, and they don't. But I'll tell you the difference, though. You are technically from the country.
Yeah.
And I think country white folks are very different than city white folks.
Yeah.
Like, country white folks can cook. And y'all do use seasonings and shit. It's a difference. Like, I personally feel that way. Like, when you talking about these city people that may eat like avocado toast and shit, they don't want all them, their cabinet probably got some Mrs. Dash or some shit in there.
Mrs. Dash.
all that shit in there. And no, but I will say, like, white folks down south can cook a little bit. Like Paula Deen, Paula Deen? Yeah. She may have said nigga, but I definitely would. I ain't gonna lie. I just kind of want to fuck Paula Deen. I don't know what it was, bro. I don't know what it was. I would love for that white woman to spoil me and feed me. I'm not gonna even lie. I kind of wanted to do it.
All right, Paula, if you're listening, You want to bring that career back.
I can't believe I admitted this 4 days after fucking Juneteenth, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My ancestors. I apologize. Y'all.
I didn't even think about that.
That's horrible, man.
What's the best way to tell if someone's a bad person?
I personally think I'm a good judge of character. And it's not, I think you can see a person. Mm-hmm. I think it's an aura, bruh. Bad people just reek of nastiness.
There's people that have just like, you just look in the eyes and you're like, there's something off.
That's just me. Like, it doesn't take me to talk to you or anything like that, but I really feel like you can really tell. But if that's not the case, if you can't like be a good judge of character by face and shit on the exterior, I really feel people that talk too much.
Okay.
That's a characteristic of like being kind of a shitty person, because I feel like you're always trying to prove something at that point. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to talk all the time, man. Like, you don't have to really say anything. So I think like the way you talk and how much you talk is a good way to judge like if the person is good or not. But me, I think you can look at people sometimes and just tell if that's a good person or not.
I think so. I think, yeah, because when they talk too much, it's like, were you listening or were you waiting for your chance to talk?
Waiting for your plan. Like, what is going on, bro? Mm-hmm. Like, what are you doing? Like, sit down and shut the fuck up. I'm a big proponent of that. Like, that's my dad, though, man. He told me, he said, man, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Just shut up and listen. And it's the truth, man. You can learn. That's why I say a person talking tells you everything about them. Just listen. Because people can't, it's only so long you can hide your character.
Yeah.
Character shine, and especially comes out when you talk a lot. You start to listen and start saying like, damn, this motherfucker be kicking old ladies and kicking cats and puppies and shit. I never thought of it until he said it. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I keep telling, because you've seen it. When a comedian first starts out, they think, oh, I got to be shocking. I got to say the most terrible, awful things I can think of. And then it's going to make the crowd go like, oh my gosh, that was so shocking. They're so funny. But really, people just think that you're an asshole.
Yep.
Like, if
you don't say it witty enough, they just think you're stupid and you're an asshole. Like you have to really write jokes well for your assholeness to be accepted. Yeah. If you don't really write well and you just saying like just offbeat, rude, stupid shit, it does not work. It does not work. And I think that's a young thing too.
It is.
Like, it's really young comics that do that. Cause I started kind of old. I'm 41 and what's funny is I do envy young comics who don't care.
Yeah, me too.
Because I think now about more of what I'm going to say before I say it. I have a filter. You know what I'm saying? And I do kind of envy the younger comics who don't have a filter and just live in that comedic moment. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I always think about it like, damn, I can't say that. You know?
I always, there's so many times where something will come up on this podcast and I might have a story to go with it. But I'm like,
should I?
I don't know how this person, because a lot of, I'm married. So I've got some stories, but I'm like, I'm okay saying this, but she might not be okay. Yep. You know what? And then it's also my podcast. So like my family listens and her family listens. And like, you're like, do I say this?
You have to all around support.
Do I say this? Yeah. Well, I don't know about support, but every now and then they're like, I saw a clip from your thing, from your radio show. Like that's what I'm like, yeah, okay, thanks. But you know what? All these young comedians that come in here and say wild and crazy things or whatever, later, a lot of them will message me and be like, hey, I don't think I should have said that. Could you edit this out? Or, hey, could you clip this? Or, hey, so like, they're just saying it because they're not thinking about it. And then they realize like, oh, it's permanent and it's going to be there forever. Maybe I feel
as long as you're not like saying some hateful shit.
Yeah.
I think you should be cool with it because I'm not a person that feels I should have to apologize for my youth. Unless I was doing some hateful shit. Yeah. And I really am not that type of person. I'm not really apologizing. You're going to respect the fact I matured. Like, why can't we mature? You know, the internet is the only place where you're not allowed to change your opinion. You ever realize that? Yeah. Like, everybody holds you to whatever they heard you say. Like, they never give you a chance to, like, I'm not a fan of going back and finding stupid shit. Unless it's some straight hateful shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless it's that. But other than that, man, I'm not about going all the way back and listening. Oh my God, did you hear him say that? He said this. Nah, man, I understand what the era is, what it was going on, and what you may have thought as a young person. I think as long as you ain't doing shit that's harming people, man, don't apologize. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It really is.
For sure. All right. The way we end every podcast is I just say, what's the best way to fix this improve this? Got any suggestions?
I'll say this. The biggest thing we can do is if you have more black people here, never make them feel like they're in the woods with a white guy. Like, I really felt like something like I thought this was a scary movie, and, and I'm the first. I'm the first that's gonna be taken out. Like, damn, this ain't this fun. He can vault me to my death. I should have known better after Juneteenth. But like other than that, man, honestly, bro, I think the vibe is good, man. You got real furniture and shit in here, man. Like this is like the back deck. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Like that's why I made outdoor looking things, because sometimes the best conversations I've ever had have been outside.
Yep.
And it just makes people feel a little free. You know, I'm trying to make a place where people want to come hang out, and I've thought about starting a different podcast and doing like a post-show podcast. Because you know how like after a comedy show, sometimes the best part is just hanging out.
And talking.
Yeah. All right, let's go. There was an open mic at Funny Bone. Let's all go to the studio and just hang. And if we put it out, we put it out. If not, maybe we write some new bits, you know,
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Something like that. Like I want to make this a place. I want to turn this into a place where people want to like come and just hang out and relax, whatever. Because we did over an hour. I feel like it went by pretty quick.
It did. This was good, man. I had fun, bro. Like I think anything that makes it not feel like it's work is good. Yeah. And since you already have that vibe going on, just build on that.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel stiff in here. I didn't feel like, man, I mean, we have a rapport, so I wasn't going to feel like that anyway. But like it feels like comfortable and shit. It feels comfortable.
Well, you know what changed a lot of it was moving the furniture around.
Oh, yeah,
I've had it in like 5 different arrangements, and every time I'm like, no, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. And then I put it here and change the cameras, and I'm like, yeah, this feels nice. This feels just like, if after a while you kind of forget what's on this side of the room, you just have a conversation. No, plug your social media and upcoming shows.
Let you know. All right, man. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok. It's JB Comedy STL. JB Comedy STL. On Facebook, I'm still there. I'm old. I know all the youngsters are left there, but I'm on Facebook still. You can follow my page. It's comedian JB Buchanan, Buchanan. Let me see. I got a show tonight at Steve's Hot Dogs. I'll be there. Let you know I'll be in Peoria, Illinois, July the 12th and 13th. I'm with my boy Samuel Comro. I'm on the road traveling with Samuel Comro. I'll be there. I'll be in Fort Worth, Fort Worth, Indiana in August. Just if you look at my page, all my shows will be there, man. I'm going. But check me out, man. Follow your boy. It's real, man. This was fun, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Oh, and June 29th, next week, we'll be in
June 29th. Yeah.
J Street Brewery.
Hey, what's up, Southern Missouri?
J Street Eats. I think they changed the name.
J Street. Eats. We there.
Yeah.
We there.
All right. Thanks, everybody. See you next week.